the Mom Show. I'm Lori Gelman.
I'm Catherine Marion.
Good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Yeah, always good to be back. You know, Catherine and I don't actually live here where we do the show. We go to different cities, so we're here for 3 days a week and then we leave. So it's nice to get back.
It's nice to be back, and it's also great to be back because we get to see Nanny Robina. Hey there.
Hi. No babies today, huh?
Pardon?
No babies today.
No babies. It's a quiet.
She loves the quiet.
We've got older children today, which is really nice. We can get a different perspective on things.
But we're actually talking to Nanny Robina about potty training today. And Robina, I wanted to tell you, I read this article that said there's this groundswell of people who are starting to potty train their kids at like 3 weeks because they say people are too dependent on diapers, and I'd be interested to know what you think about that.
That's unbelievable. 3 weeks?
Yeah. 3 weeks.
What do our moms think? We have to say later.
To say hello to our fabulous moms joining us today.
3 weeks. Would you have started that at 3 weeks?
No way.
I don't think I could have gotten out of bed at 3 weeks.
I know. What are they thinking, right?
I have this vision of a little baby like this on a little toilet with their head all like this, you know, shoulders up by their ears. You know, they're so little.
I don't know what's going on. We'll talk about that with Nanny Robina a little bit later. We also, one of our moms is the great singer Divine Brown. I have her CD right here. A mom and a singer. I'm sure there's a lot of going back and forth on that. Fantastic. Going home was great. It was great to see the kids, but there's certain things you forget. Actually, Reese Witherspoon said, if you're not yelling at your kids, you're not spending enough time with them, which is really funny because it's familiarity that breeds contempt.
I must spend tons of time with my kids.
But I forgot how frustrating it is to get my daughter dressed for school in the morning. It is beyond frustrating, as you will see in today's Mommy Minute. Now the most excruciating part of our day, trying to get Jamie dressed. She never likes to wear anything. All right, let's take a look. What do you want to wear today? What about this one? This is so pretty.
No, I don't like it.
Okay, now this one, it's so cute. It has a butterfly on it.
No.
We love this dress. Caroline gave us this. She has a closet full of beautiful dresses, but she wears the same 3 over and over again.
I don't want to wear that dress.
What do you want to wear?
My Beats Bunny dress.
Is that what you want to wear? We seriously wear this every single day. Jamie won't wear pants. Jamie won't wear shorts. Jamie won't wear sneakers. What Jamie loves to do is dress up. This is one of her favorite pastimes. She has a trunk full of dress-up clothes that she can go into herself at any time, and it is one of her favorite things to do. Beach Bunny dress, day number 23. I don't know where all this is leading. I don't know what kind of a teenager she's going to be. If this is any indication, I think we're in for a really bumpy ride. It doesn't bode well for me, I'll tell you that.
I love it.
You feeling my pain? You feeling it?
It's funny because you mentioned going home and sort of kind of forgetting what it's like. Well, I got home and I had a husband who was feeling slightly amorous.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Yeah. Which, you know, usually I'm on the ball, let's go baby.
How'd you spend your weekend?
I was a little sleepy, I have to admit. And why do they do this? Why do you men always wait till like 11?
I know.
Kids are in bed at 8:30 or 9.
That's why.
There you
Or
go.
the hockey game's
The
over.
news is boring. Let's have sex. Hello. Let's start at like 10, 9:30, so I could be asleep at 11.
No, did you ever pretend you're asleep?
Oh, have I ever pretended I was asleep? Yeah.
I pretend I'm asleep all the time. I was like, oh, what, honey, sleep?
Are you sleeping?
Yeah.
And if I answer yes, anyways. So yeah, he's okay. He's all amorous. Everything is good. He's trying to barter. He says, "What if I make the lunches? Let's have sex, and I'll make the." I would sell my soul to never make a lunch for the rest of my life.
Catherine hates making lunches.
So we did good. Everything is. So we're all done. I go, "So when are you going to make the lunches? Tonight or like in the morning?" He says, "No, I made them like 3 hours ago." At like 8 o'clock.
Cheater! He cheated! He tricked you into sex!
Me into, well, that wouldn't have been very difficult.
He tricked her! Can you believe it?
Such a man thing to do. But at least the lunches were made. Yeehaw.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Has anybody ever heard of a push present?
A push present.
Push present? Anybody?
Nope.
See, I hate to think that I was out on any present getting, opportunities. A push present, as my friend told me, is the present you get after you push out your child. You get one for each time you push out a child.
Oh boy.
Well,
from your husband?
Yes, your husband gives you a push present. Can you? No, nobody ever.
No.
What
No, I got a
gift is it supposed to be? It's supposed to be something like this. Did you get a push present? Somebody come close. I can handle one of those. Somebody come close.
I'm jealous.
It's not a push present. This is fake. It's a pink diamond. It's a like J-Lo's. Okay. Pink diamond. But I wear it, so that my husband will know exactly what kind of push present I wanted. Because obviously, I don't think I'm going to have any more kids.
Is it retroactive?
No, unfortunately.
Because retroactive, wouldn't you retroactive? I'd have 4 push presents coming my way. Well,
Good idea, though,
do
right?
the twins count as 1 or as 2? I have
would
to
be
push them both out.
That would be
I would have to,
two.
that would be 2. Honey, I need 4 push presents. Diamond,
I
a
think
sapphire.
the pink diamond, like J-Lo, is. I keep wearing it just to remind him this is sort of what I want. Maybe 10th anniversary, something like that.
Right on.
Just to annoy him.
Our 15th is next year. Can I get me one of those too? That's too funny.
I know.
All right, do we have a lot of fun stuff to talk about today?
I know, there's actually good. The potty training with Nanny Rabina is going to be a lot of fun. You know what's really cool about today? All of the moms except for one in our group today are single. They're single moms.
Oh,
They're not worthy to be in the presence.
Cannot be easy. Cannot be easy.
Honestly.
And we're happy to have them here because these girls are chatty, so you better be staying where you are because we're going to have some fun conversations.
Lots of sex talk coming up. Actually, with Dr. Karen. Karen's going to talk about sex and dating and all the stuff that you guys have to put up with. And also, we're just going to dish the dirt on what it's like to be out there and single and dating right now.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine.
Okay, well, save the stories. We're dying to hear about those. So we're also going to talk a little bit about dressing up post-baby. It's never easy. You have a baby, your body changes, you got to go to work, nothing fit from 12 months ago, you're all over the place, so that'll be a good topic to cover.
Fashionista Emma is going to do that. She's going to let us know what to do. And she took a mom shopping for lingerie, or 2 moms shopping for lingerie for their post-baby bodies, which is never fun either. So we got lots coming up. Please stay with us. We'll be back with Nanny Rabina when we come back. Back to the Mom Show. It is the day all parents dream of, when you can throw that diaper pail out and your kids can actually go to the bathroom on their own. But it is not easy getting there, as you will see in this tape we shot with one of our Mom Show families.
Potty training now is a big thing.
Oh, thank goodness Nanny Rabina is here to make the transition easier for us. How are you today?
I'm good, Laurie.
Listen, when should we start? What age?
Well,
Not 3 weeks,
first
I'm
I have to
guessing.
say, it was refreshing to see a father doing some of the dirty work. I have to say that. That's not something you see often. Way to go. When should you start? There's a couple of things you have to look for, and that is 2-hour dry periods in the diaper, a child actually taking an interest, as in, sometimes they'll do a little tinkle and it's like, ugh, they don't want to wear it immediately. You start getting through 24, 25 diapers in 2 or 3 hours, they're ready. And it gets very expensive, so they're ready. I would say not before 18 months.
Okay, so not
And
3
that would-
weeks.
That made my blood boil, and if I wasn't in the playroom, I would really say what I thought about it, but I hold my tongue.
So are boys and girls different?
I find so. As a nanny, I've looked after mostly girls, and I find boys potty train later than girls. And I know I was speaking to one of the moms, and Kevin over here, he wasn't potty trained until he was 3 years old. But she was saying she felt under pressure because, like Mrs. Jones next door, her baby was potty trained so early, and I think parents tend to feel that pressure.
Yeah, it is.
And,
So how do you start? I mean, what's the beginning process? I know you said there's a routine.
There's a routine, yeah, and that is, as soon as you feel that the diapers are dry, etc., and your child's ready, then get something like one of these wonderful little instruments here.
The little
Put it around the
potties.
house. There's so many types of potties right now. This one is unbelievable. This one, we're not going to give an example right now, but when you tinkle, you get music.
That's so great.
So
Can
then
I
we
try? No, I'm
tinkle it. And then we have the toilet seat, of course, which is also something some children prefer to go straight on the toilets. So you put this on inside the toilet seat so they don't fall down the toilet. It has been known. We try not to flush at that time, but
Right.
the odd child has been down there.
But you said to bring it out like sort of a month in advance and just sort of let it sit there so it become a curious
That's
oddity in the
right,
house?
and they'll come along and they'll sit the baby doll on it and they
Right.
take an interest and they see mom going on the potty, and that's how it all starts.
Right.
They see mom going, they get the baby doll on there, or if it's a guy, sometimes the boys will play with the baby doll too, and that's their first interest, and eventually they'll work their way on to going onto it themselves. They might need a little of encouragement. You might want to take them there with a book and sit there with them.
See, I wanted to let my daughter read, and my husband said, absolutely not. That's a bad habit for her to get into.
Isn't that something like most men do on a Sunday morning? Take the newspaper to the bathroom. I thought that's where it came from. You know, well, children don't have like they don't have the patience to sit there doing nothing. Just sit there. And they're going to take a little bit longer in the beginning, you know, because they've got to sit and wait. And they don't know if they want to do it. So they're sitting there. They're not going to sit there and just chat. They're, you know, or maybe you don't have time to sit there with them and chat. So let them sit on the potty. Let them have a little book or a little toy. Right. You know, but if you're really opposed to it, you know, it really is a matter of choice.
What about like regular times, like, you know, in the morning, first thing in the morning, put them on the potty, right after breakfast, put them on the potty?
I know, I've done it myself. I have tried that. You know, you take the diaper off. It's been wet overnight and you sit him on the potty, but chances are if it's wet overnight, he's already done his tinkle anyway, and you can be sitting there forever waiting for the second tinkle to come. Right. But yeah, by all means, try it, you know. Eventually he's gonna let you know when he wants to go, and you're gonna know his rhythm. You're gonna know by after breakfast he's just had a full cup of juice. Maybe 10 minutes later it might be time to sit on the potty.
Okay, a lot of these kids are too old for potty training, but I'm sure our moms have some other questions and stories. Catherine?
Hey, we were just listening to that. Seems like a long time ago, doesn't it, with the potty training?
Very long time ago.
Still going through it.
For you, you're still going through it, aren't you?
Still going through it. I like to think I'm at the tail end of it all. I get him up in the morning, I take the diaper off, he runs into the toilet, and if he doesn't actually make it to the toilet in the morning, and he decides that he's not going to go, then we have the accident. So we're still in the midst of having a few accidents. But
well, you know what? You're not alone. My twins were 3, easy, before I could get them potty trained.
Jamie was 3 before I could.
Everybody's, you know, it's so different. But more than that, for me, now that they're older, and you know, a lot of you have the older kids, you know what? Flushing the toilet. I got them potty trained. I got them going. My twins, the older are fine. My twins cannot remember to flush the toilet. No, how do I get them to? You too?
Oh yeah, my daughter. She's 9.
And
she's 9, and my girls, we have like a Jack and Jill bathroom between their bedrooms. And, you know, the 13-year-old wakes up in the morning and is like, Mom! She forgot to flush again! And it's like, why can't you flush? And she's just like, you know.
Well, you know, with each age group you can try different things, and I know that there was a couple that I looked after. I won't mention their names because they are older now and they'll be mortified when they watch the show, but I know that you know who you are, girls. And what I did, you know, because it did become an issue. Sometimes, you know, the pee-pee would smell, and I just happened to share the girls' bathroom too as their nanny, and what I did was I would start fining them. Because they were 12 years old, they should have known. So I fined them a quarter.
That's how I feel.
They got pocket money. And by the end of the week, they had nothing. And this jar mounted and mounted and mounted. And eventually, when they actually saw the money going in the jar, they would get so mad about it that they did make an effort and they did start to flush. Now, you can't do that with younger children. With younger children, you've just got to be very consistent in taking them. And I think if you start early enough, I think if you get them at 2 years old when they start, if you started in the beginning that you flush, they do get into the habit of it. I think sometimes it's life has held you up from taking that moment to do that with the kids.
Well, I try to do that with Phoenix. Like I sit there and you know, he comes out of the potty and he's really happy. Mama, I went potty. I pee-peed. And I'm like, did you flush? And then he goes, and he runs back.
And he runs back.
Swish, and he goes, Mama, I flushed. All right. So I mean, like he is trying to get
a couple of weeks. He's going to get it. Catch it early.
Maya, sorry.
That's right.
My 2 children were afraid that they would fall in the toilet, so we bought the inserts and used them. Yeah. And we pretty well for quite a while, when they were toddlers and preschoolers, had almost every gizmo and gadget out on the market, because each child is so different. And I know that for myself, one thing that I experienced when I was going to coffee clutches and parent groups and so on, the parental competitiveness, that probably was the hardest, because, you know, when you start comparing notes and it's almost like you're comparing trading cards. Well, my child was fully trained by 20 months and my child was night trained by 26 months.
All right. Freaks of nature, all of
them. It's like saying my son ate steak at, you know, 14 months of age. So I think that that's important too, because when I reflect back on my 2 children and now they're school agers, I would have to say that the more relaxed I became, the more natural the whole process of potty training.
Well, there you go.
became
You
as
know what?
well.
We could talk about potty training forever. We have so many stories, but we're going to go for a break, and then when we come back, we're going to sex it up a little bit with some lingerie.
Ooh la la.
Sounds good to me.
Can't wait.